Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep into a fascinating topic, the Bible's stance on witchcraft and magic, with a special focus on African perspectives. So, grab a seat and let's get started. Before we delve into the specifics, let's establish some context. The Bible, comprising the Old and New Testaments, is a complex text with varied interpretations. When it comes to witchcraft and magic, the Bible presents a nuanced perspective that's worth exploring. Now let's address the first question. Is the Bible really against witchcraft? Well, the short answer is yes, but it's essential to understand why. Throughout the Bible, there are several passages that condemn witchcraft, particularly in the Old Testament. In many African cultures, witchcraft is a deeply ingrained belief system, often associated with spiritual power and manipulation. Similarly, the Bible warns against practices that involve consulting spirits or engaging in magical rituals. But here's where it gets interesting. While the Bible condemns witchcraft, it also acknowledges the existence of supernatural forces. For instance, in the New Testament, we see accounts of Jesus performing miracles, which some might interpret as a form of divine magic. In African communities, traditional healers often use herbs, rituals, and spiritual practices to address ailments and spiritual needs. While these practices might seem akin to witchcraft to some, they're deeply rooted in cultural traditions and often viewed as beneficial. Now, let's tackle the second question. Is the Old Testament against magic and divination? Absolutely. Throughout the Old Testament, there are explicit prohibitions against various forms of magic and divination. From the story of King Saul consulting a medium to the commandments against sorcery and divination, the Old Testament consistently warns against seeking guidance from occult practices. However, it's essential to note that the Old Testament also includes accounts of divine intervention and prophecy, which some might perceive as forms of magic or divination. In African cultures, divination plays a significant role in decision-making and spiritual guidance. Methods such as casting lots or reading signs are employed to seek insight into the future or understand current circumstances. Finally, let's address the question about magic crystals healing. In the Hebrew Bible, there's no explicit mention of magic crystals healing. However, the Bible does recognize the power of faith and prayer in healing. In many African traditions, crystals and gemstones are believed to possess healing properties and are often used in spiritual practices. While this might not align directly with biblical teachings, the underlying belief in the power of faith and divine intervention resonates with biblical principles. Host. In conclusion, the Bible presents a complex perspective on witchcraft, magic, and divination. While it condemns certain practices, it also acknowledges the existence of supernatural forces and the power of faith. Understanding these nuances is essential for engaging with biblical teachings in a meaningful way. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Bible's stance on witchcraft and magic, with a special focus on African perspectives. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Until next time, stay curious. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can hear more forbidden witchcraft writings.